students. Today we'll study about tablet manufacturing process. That means how we'll manufacture a tablet, what are the manufacturing process we are using to manufacture a tablet, and we'll study about what are the various manufacturing process to formulate one tablet formulations. This is Anupam Sahu, Associate Professor, HOD, Department of Pharmaceutics, School of Pharmacy, Rai University. Manufacturing process technique. These are the various techniques. We can use direct compression method, dry granulation method, or wet granulation method to manufacture one tablet. Next. First is direct compression method. In direct compression method, you have to remember that the drug has sufficient flow properties. Means drug has excellent flow property, so that we can proceed for the direct compression method. In direct compression method, we have to check the flowability of the drug first. If the drug's flow is very good or excellent, then we can go for direct compression method. In direct compression method, what are the steps you have to follow is mill the therapeutic agent, mill the drug and excipient, whatever the excipient we are going to use, that we have to mill first. Then mix the mill powder and the disintegrant and lubricants. Mix all the excipients, means disintegrant, lubricants and binder if you are using. So all the ingredients to be mixed properly using any conta blender or V-shape blender. Then we'll go for compression of the tablet. Thank you. Dry granulation method. In dry granulation method, first thing is we have to compact the powder mixture. First is compaction process we are following here. Next is dry granulation is typically used when the tablet excipient have sufficient inherent binding properties. Means the drug and excipient whatever we are using, that should have inherent binding properties. Next is dry granulation can also be used to prevent drug substance exposure to elevated temperature during drying or moisture. The tablet, or you can say the drug, should not exposure to moisture. Yeah, if the drugs have moisture sensitive, then we'll go for dry granulation method. Next is the dry granulation of tablet manufacturing process eliminates several manufacturing steps but still require weighing, mixing, slugging, dry screening, lubrication, and granule compaction. In details, we'll study about this. So here in this picture, you can see we can mix the drugs and excipient, and it should pass through the roll mill. These are the two rollers that will compact and prepare slugs. Slugs, or you have seen the chips you are getting, na? That type of slugs here coming, and these slugs are again break down by using one cutter. Once these slugs are deslugs, then it was collected and sifted properly. Sifted or sieved by manually, or you can use any sieve shakers to sieve all the deslugs materials. Then we have to mix it properly and we will go for compression of the tablet. So this is the process. Once again I am saying, first drug and excipient to be mixed properly and it should pass through the roller mill, and once it was passed through the roller mill, it prepares slugs. That slugs are again deslogged by using one cutter. Once it was deslogged, then it was collected in a container and again it was sifted through any mill, and then it was mixed with the disintegrants or lubricants, and the lubricated granules were prepared. Then we'll go for compression of the tablets. Wet granulation method. In wet granulation method, it is involves a size and enlargement process and an adhesive substance that is known as binder. We have to prepare one binder solution, then we can go for wet granulation method. So first is manufacturing of tablet using wet granulation technique increase the chances of meeting all the physical requirements for tablet formation. If this is the preferable method for wet granulation method, is the preferable method for tablet formulation. Here it meets all the physical requirements for tablet formulations. What are the steps? Steps are, first is weigh, mill and mix all the APIs or drugs with powder excipients. Then prepare the binder solution. Next we have to mix all your binder solution with powder to create damp mass, or you can say wet granules you have to prepare. Next is wet screening the dampened powder or wet mass, there you can say That wet mass we have to screen that wet mass into pellets or uniform granules using a mesh screen. Next is dry the moist granules. You have to dry the moist granules using any dryer. Next is we have to use dry screening to size the granulations. Means we have to use dry sieve methods to have uniform size of granules. Next is mix the dried granules with disintegrant and lubricant. Then compress the granules into tablets. So once you have completed your dry screening method, then we have to mix disintegrant and lubricants and mix it properly or blend it properly using any conta blender or V-shape blender. Then we will prepare, we'll get the lubricated granules. That lubricated granules will compress for tablets. Okay, so I'll show you one video for wet granulation method. For wet granulation method, we have to use that is called RMG, rapid mixture granulator. It's a high shear granulator. In manufacturing process, manufacturing production area, we'll use this rapid mixture granulator. First, you have to charge that dry mix. The dry mix you have to charge. Means drug and excipient we have to charge here. Means load here. Then we have to dry mix it for example 2 to 10 minutes we can dry mix. Then we'll go for applying binders. Binder solutions are applying here. This is called impeller and this is called chopper. Granulation process will continue and we'll get the wet granules. Here we'll get the wet granules once binder solution was added completely. Next we will discharge all the materials, wet granules. Then we'll go for drying the wet granules. How we'll dry the wet granules? That we have to use a fluid bed dryer for drying of the wet granules. Here we have used the fluid bed dryer of Someta. Someta is the company name. Uh, First of all, we have to load the wet granules. Have to open and load all the wet granules. This is the fluid bed dryer of Someta company name. This is the technology here used is air suspension technology. In that we have to all the granules will be fluidized by uh, passing the hot air through the bottom of the fluidized bed. First we have to charge the wet granules. All the wet granules should be charged and loaded in the basket. Then seal all the seal sealing process will continue. Next is fluidization. We have to fluidize. It was working by air suspension technology. Hot air oven will pass through the bottom of the dryer. This is hot air oven that will pass through the bottom of the fluidized bed dryer, and all the granules will fluidize and dry simultaneously. This is the main technology. These are called the filters, cotton filters. Okay, now drying was over. We have to collect our dried granules. After drying, then we have to go for lubrication of the granules. After lubrication, we have to do compression. This is the principle of compression. First, we have to load the lubricated granules in a hopper. Then it comes to the feeder. Once it will come to the feeder powder will be filled by the lower die. In the die, the powder will be filled here, and this is the scraper that will scrap all the extra powders that will scrubbed by the scraper. Next is weight will be adjusted by here. In lower punch we have to adjust the weight. Again, once the powder will fill in the die, then upper punch will compress the uh, lower punch and upper punch will compress to form tablets. Here tablets are manufacturing and it is collected by the collector. Thank you very much. I hope you like this video. Thank you.